So everyone always says it looks like a spider. This is the Asus 5300. This was my old router. I just upgraded to the 11,000, and I like to stay with Asus because they have some great features. So let me show you what those are. This is the Asus software. This is what will come with most routers. Now, depending on the kind you get, the higher end ones will have a few more features, but if you don't need those features, don't get them. Now, the one thing that I like the most about this is called AI Mesh. Now, you've seen offers where you can get these 3-pack of routers that you can spread around your house because they're wireless, and you can put them in different areas so you can get better coverage. Well, instead of having to buy a whole set of 3, I can repurpose my old Asus routers. So you can see here, this is my main router, the AX11000, and then I have one in my office, the AX68, one in my garage, AC31, and then an AC68 in my living room. And this covers my whole house plus outside. And I didn't have to buy anything new. I was able to repurpose, so I didn't have to sell these or get rid of them. And that's one thing I really like, is they still support their older units by making them AI mesh. Now let's go to the next one. The next one are the parental controls. So here you can see I can add individual devices, laptop, tablet, phone, whatever, and I can block some of the main things. I can block adult content if I don't want my kids seeing certain things here. I can block instant message and communication. I can pick all of them, or I can pick individual ones. I can block peer-to-peer sharing or file transfers, or I can block streaming services. So I can block anything I want pretty much, and this will keep my kids away from things I don't want them around. Now here's another one. It's called QoS. I don't use this one because it's more generic, but if you don't really want to play around with too much, and you don't want very granular control, then I would go with this. So this quality of services basically says what should take priority in case my internet is bogged down. So here, if I wanted to choose work from home, so that means any work from home applications would take priority, say, over my kids streaming video games or movies or whatever. And then you can choose any one of these that you want. Like I said, I don't use this one because I want to be a little more granular. I'll show you what that looks like in Traffic Analyzer. So here, I can take a look at all of the different things that are in my home, and I can give it an assignment: highest, high, medium, default, or lowest. So when you just add something, it goes to default. But if you want to change the status, so say I want to make this Google box high, I just drag it there, and now as you can see, it's orange. And now once I click apply, it will be applied to it, and then it'll bump up in the rating. So if anytime my internet gets congested, this will take priority over all this other stuff that's just default. Now, here's the last thing that's also my favorite. When you go to upgrade to a new router, like I said, this one is the 11,000, and the old one was the 5300. So what I did was I just went into the 5300 settings. I clicked save. I saved it onto my computer, and then I connected the 11,000, and all I did was restore from the save. And everything that I did that was on the router is now saved on here. So everything, all the devices, streaming, Fire TVs, cell phones, tablets, they all reconnected in a matter of seconds, and I didn't have to re-put in the passwords or do anything. And this is why I love Asus software, because a lot of this stuff you have to pay for, or they just don't offer it in other routers, where this one, Asus gives it to you for free. So I hope this helps. Take care.